The biggest lie artists believe about promotion. The lie, if my work is good enough, it will speak for itself. This belief is comforting, but it's also one of the most limiting ideas artists hold. Why this lie is so common? Many artists are taught, directly or indirectly, that promotion is selling out, distracting from the purity of the work, something only untalented artists need to do has. As a result, promotion feels awkward, fake, or even unethical. Artists wait to be discovered, hoping quality alone will cut through the noise. The reality: great work is invisible without context. Today's creative world is crowded. Algorithms, galleries, labels, and audiences don't magically find great work. They respond to signals, consistency in the story, visibility, human connection. Promotion doesn't replace quality, it reveals it. Even historically famous artists had patrons problems, networked aggressively, showed their work constantly, talked about what they were making and why. They weren't discovered in silence. Promotion is not self-promotion, it's translation. The biggest mindset shift is realizing promotion isn't about saying, "Look how great I am." It's about saying, "Here's why this work exists and who it's for." Good promotion explains your process, shares your intent, invites people into your world, helps the right audience recognize themselves in your work. You're not convincing people to like bad art. You're helping the right people find the art they already need. The hidden cost of believing the lie. When artists avoid promotion, great work goes unseen. Opportunities go to louder, not better, creators. Burnout increases. Why does no one care? Artists stay dependent on luck instead of building leverage. And silence doesn't protect your integrity, it limits your impact. The healthier truth, a more useful belief is, my work deserves to be seen, and promotion is part of the work. Promotion is a skill, not a personality trait. It can be learned, practiced, and done in a way that aligns with your values. You don't have to be loud. You don't have to be fake. You just have to be present. Reframing promotion for artists. Instead of thinking, "I hate promoting myself," try, "I'm documenting my process. I'm sharing what I care about. I'm making it easier for my audience to find me." When you stop waiting for permission and start showing up intentionally, promotion becomes less about ego and more about connection. Absolutely, here's a much deeper, extended continuation that expands the idea into a long-form, reflective, and practical discussion. You can treat this as an article, manifesto, or long caption series. The biggest lie artists believe about promotion. Continued. The deeper lie beneath the lie. Beneath, if my work is good enough, it will speak for itself, is an even more dangerous belief. Visibility should be earned automatically through merit. This assumes the world is fair, quiet, and attentive. It isn't. The world is noisy, distracted, fast-moving, and overloaded. Merit doesn't rise to the top on its own, attention does. And attention is shaped, guided, and maintained through deliberate communication. This doesn't mean the system is broken. It means it's human. Art has never existed without promotion. There has never been a time when art survived without some form of promotion. Cave paintings were placed where others would see them. Poets performed aloud in public spaces. Painters relied on patrons and exhibitions. Musicians played live long before recordings existed. Writers serialized their work in newspapers. The method changes, the principle doesn't. What we now call promotion used to be called sharing, performing, exhibiting, teaching, gathering dough, telling stories. Social media didn't invent promotion, it just made it visible and uncomfortable. Why promotion feels especially painful for artists. Artists often struggle with promotion because their work is personal. When you promote your art, it can feel like you're putting your identity on trial. If people ignore the post, it feels like they ignored you. They rejected your voice. They didn't value your effort. So many artists protect themselves by withdrawing. They tell themselves, "I'm just focused on the work. I don't care about numbers. Real artists don't chase attention. But often, this is less about values and more about fear. Fear disguised as purity. Avoiding promotion is frequently framed as integrity, but it's often self-protection, fear of being misunderstood, being judged, being seen too early, being seen too clearly, wanting something and not getting it. Promotion forces clarity. It asks, what is this work actually about? Who is it for? Why does it matter now? And clarity can be terrifying. The myth of selling out. Many artists fear that promotion will dilute their work, but promotion doesn't change the art, it changes the frame around it. Selling out isn't posting consistently, friends, talking about your work, asking people to engage HR, wanting your art to support your life. Selling out is abandoning your values for approval. Those are not the same thing. An artist who promotes with intention stays rooted in their curiosity, their ethics, their voice. An artist who avoids promotion often ends up more compromised, forced to take work they don't love just to survive. Promotion as responsibility. If your art has something real to say, then hiding it isn't humility, it's neglect. Art can make people feel less alone, put language to emotions others can't express, offer beauty in difficult times, challenge harmful narratives, preserve culture and memory. If even one person could be helped, moved, or changed by your work, then helping them find it is not ego, it's responsibility. Why? Being discovered is a fantasy. Discovery culture is a story we tell because it removes agency. It says, if it happens, it happens. I don't have to risk anything. I don't have to learn uncomfortable skills. But discovery usually comes after visibility, not before it. What looks like overnight success is often years of consistent sharing, small audiences growing quietly, repeated attempts that didn't go viral, a body of work ready when attention finally arrives. Luck favors the visible. Promotion is a long conversation, not a single post. Another misconception is that promotion is a one-time event, a launcher, an announcement, a link drop. In reality, promotion is an ongoing relationship. It's letting people see your process, showing how your work evolves, sharing what influences you act, explaining what you're exploring, repeating yourself more than feels necessary, because people don't see everything. And even when they do, they don't remember it the first time. Repetition is not redundancy. Artists often worry about being annoying, but audiences are not watching as closely as you think. What feels repetitive to you feels consistent to them. Trust building, clarifying, reassuring. Your job isn't to entertain endlessly, it's to anchor meaning over time. Quiet artists can still promote powerfully. Promotion doesn't require loud personalities, trend chasing, constant performance, manufactured controversy. Some of the strongest promotion styles are thoughtful captions, process documentation, honest reflections, teaching what you're learning, letting work speak with context. You don't need to change who you are. You need to communicate intentionally. The shift from validation to service. The most sustainable way to promote is to stop asking, do they like me? And start asking, who does this help? When promotion becomes service, you stop obsessing over metrics. You focus on clarity instead of approval. You create for alignment, not attention. You attract people who actually care. This is when promotion stops draining you and starts feeding the work. Promotion is part of the artistic practice, just like learning technique, studying your medium place, refining your voice. Promotion is a craft. It involves observation, experimentation, failure, feedback, iteration. Artists who accept this don't become less artistic, they become more effective. The real cost of staying invisible. When artists refuse to promote, the cultural space gets filled by safer ideas, louder voices, more generic work. People who are better at being seen, not better at creating seen. Visibility shapes culture. When thoughtful artists disappear, culture becomes thinner. The truth artists need to accept. The healthier, truer belief is this: my work doesn't speak for itself. I help it speak. You are not betraying your art by promoting it. You are completing it. The work is not finished when it's made. It's finished when it's shared, understood, and experienced. Final reframing. Promotion is not about proving your worth. It's not about begging for attention. It's not about inflating your ego. It's about stewardship, communication, connection, continuity. And the artists who embrace this don't lose their soul. They gain an audience that can finally hear them.